Okay, welcome back, everyone. It's CIS 102. Um, Hope everybody had a good week since the last time I created a video. A lot has happened, but let's go ahead and move on. Now, some of you may be new. Again, I'm Professor Cordy. I'm an adjunct faculty at Morton. However, my full-time job is at University of Illinois, Chicago. I'm a professor there in the College of Business. Now, I've been there 17 years, taught high school for half a dozen years, and spent 20 years in the corporate world. So I think I have a little bit of actual resources that'll help you out through this course. Now, again, this course is not really just for computer information science type of people. Okay, it's actually it would be an ideal course for anyone. And I mean anyone, literally. Anyone can certainly benefit from taking this course. But since we, had to register at Morton, that's why I kind of fell under the computer science part. But I suspect sometime down the road, not too far, it will open up for everybody to take it. Anyways, let's go ahead and move on a little bit here. I don't like to keep these videos terribly long, but again, every week, Tuesday, you will receive a video from me similar to this that will, maybe give you a little review of what we talked or what was up last week, activities, and then what to expect the upcoming week. Now, this past week, it was really kind of an introduction, so there was not a whole lot of activities to do. However, there was an information about me assignment. Now, if you did not do that, please get that in so you can get some points in there. Again, this is not a big thing. You don't have to make it a big deal thing. It's mostly just kind of a way for you to introduce you to me and and also acknowledge that you are aware of what the requirements are for the course and everything. So if you have not done that, you can find that in the course information section, and it will walk you through that. Or you can watch last week's video too, and it'll help you with that too. Again, these videos, as you probably already know, are in the YouTube channel, and that's where I'll be placing them every Tuesday morning. So let's talk a little bit about what's going on for this week. We are actually going to start an area that everyone, again, can certainly benefit from. And we're talking about problem solving. Now, contrary to what a lot of people think, coming up with a solution is not as difficult as identifying the problem in many cases. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, let me give you kind of an example, a very everyday run-of-the-mill example. Let's say you got up this morning, went out to your car, and you had to go to school or work or whatever the case might be, and you hit the O key and nothing, no sound. Well, what is the problem? Well, a lot of people might have a bunch of different ideas. Maybe it's a dead battery. Maybe there's no gas. Maybe it's an electrical issue. Maybe a lot of maybes. Now, all of those are symptoms of a problem. Now, there's a difference. There's a problem, and then there are telltale signs of a problem, which we call symptoms that help you identify the problem. Another example, let's take a look at COVID. Now, the symptoms of COVID are, well, they're varied. It could be congestion, could be a fever, could be coughing, loss of taste, loss of smell, lethargic, loss of energy. Now, those are not COVID. Those are all symptoms that suggest you may have COVID. So, and a lot of times people will, be confronted with a situation and they think that the symptom of the problem is the problem. In reality, it's not. It's just kind of this hint of what it might be. So, what we're going to do in this particular next few weeks is we're going to deal with problem solving and decision making. Particularly in business, it's going to be huge, particularly in computer science, if that's where you're going to go. It's extremely valuable tool to do it. And certainly in everyday life, it's a very valuable tool to do it. Now, we are going to start with this book. Oop, there you go. Hopefully you can see it. Um, okay, it deals with problem solving and making decisions. Okay. And it's again a nice thin book. It is kind of a workbook. Okay, so don't think this is a lot. Well, it is a fair amount. Well, there is reading, but it's also a doing class. You will read something, you'll learn about something, and then you will do something. Now, that'll make more clear when we get closer on. So what I want to do is again take you through a few things just so you are aware of them. All right. So first thing I want to do is let's go to Blackboard because we can. Again, every week, you will see something very similar to what you see on the screen. I will post probably Tuesday morning the schedule of what was due and the schedule of activities for the following week from Tuesday to Tuesday. All right, since we don't have an actual face-to-face or virtual class meeting, though there is a potential for a Zoom office hour if you contact me and would request that. Other than that, other than this weekly video, you won't see me, hear me, and you'll have things you can do. So again, for this week, for example, do with your information about me. Again, if you didn't get it in for points. Next is well, we're doing it right now. We're discussing and I'm going to assign problem solving part one, which is identifying and defining the problem or problems. Now there are assignments that are due. Now, where are these assignments? Well, if you go to the assignments and quizzes in Blackboard, now that's over the menu, assignments and quizzes. If you were to click that, the next page, if you wish, there will be a problem solving and decision making folder. Click that. Then when you open that one up, there will be a part one, identifying and defining problems folder. Now for this part of the course, there are going to be 5 parts. We're just starting the first one. So there will be 5 parts, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 folders that will cover the specifics over the next few weeks. So let me just quickly walk you through it. So we're going to go to assignments and links. As you can see here, we now have at the top problem solving decision making folder. Click that. And here's our part one. Now, when we open part one, there are a couple of things that you will do. All right. Part one is actually in 2 parts. Okay. Um, Take a look at these. Every part has a fact sheet. Okay. Now, when you click on the fact sheet, actually, this will take you the whole week. This is what the fact sheet looks like. Actually, just to be sure, I'm not sure if you can see this, but I'm going to actually stop the video here and open up another version of it that I know is available. That way everybody can see it. So let me go back here. But that was the fact sheet. You may have seen it. I don't really know for sure, which is unfortunate. Um, Here we go. Back to the fact sheet. Every part has a fact sheet. Okay. The fact sheet basically tells you what the objectives are for that section or that week's activities. Now, there are generally 7 or 8 objectives. Not all the objectives have an actual assignment to do. It may be a reading or reviewing only. Now, the readings are all in the book. Okay. So you need to make sure you've got the book. Now, I have identified a number, well, for each part, if you wish, videos from YouTube that are quite applicable to what we're talking about. Now, they are what I would call supplemental. The book is obviously what you need to focus in on, but sometimes it's better to see it and hear it. And that's where the videos come in line. Now, the videos are in my YouTube channel, and I'll make sure to take you there just in case. Well, you already know it because you're watching this video. But there will be a playlist set up for problem solving and decision making. There'll be within that a number of videos that will relate to this part one. So, let's take a look here. Objective one, defining the problem. Well, I found a good video on how do you identify what is a problem? How do you distinguish it from a symptom of a problem? Well, this video will help you out. Now, you can watch it first and then read pages 1, 2, and 3 from the book or the other way around. I don't care, but I always list the video first. So objective one, do this. As you can see, there's just a reading and viewing portion. Moving to objective two, however, we have, I want you to read in the book pages 4 and 5. Okay. There are no videos for this, but there will always, if there is, you will always see, for example, the YouTube. There is no video, but 4 and 5 will provide you enough information to complete a paper assignment. Now, the paper assignment here is a document called PS1-Y2.docs, okay, which is basically a Word document file. What I want you to do, and I'm going to take you to one here in a little bit to make sure that you can see them. Complete the actual document. Now, it is a Word document. It is set up as a table where you can only click into certain areas to get your work done. So you will fill in the form. When you are done with that form, you can save it to your computer and upload it with all of the other, in this case, 7 forms, files, or documents if you wish, at one time, or you can do them individually. You can have multiple uploads. So again, objective two, analyzing the problem. This will tell you about analyzing the problem. This worksheet will help you understand it better by doing something to help you analyze the problem. Now, what am I looking for in these sheets? Well, I'm not looking for great oratory responses. If it's a simple response, just type in a simple response. If they want you to provide a list, type in a list, okay? Don't go, you don't, I'm not looking for multiple page responses. Just fill in what it wants you to do. Objective three, working with problem owners and stakeholders. Well, who owns the problem? Is it your problem? And if it is your problem, who else is involved? Who else potentially can be affected? And those are the stakeholders. Developing effective problem statements. Well, I'll tell you what, unless you have it for sure, you know exactly what the problem is, you may not complete it, all right, or correct it. And creating a problem statement will help you out here. Determining the causes. Okay, now causes are not symptoms. Okay, while a dead battery may be a problem for not starting your car, the symptoms might be, oops, I left the lights on all night. Okay, so you got it. These are different things here. We got to think about those. Simplifying complex problems. Yeah, most of our problems are very simple. But we do get into complex ones, which have multiple levels, multiple layers. Again, this will help you out. Identifying managing risk. Okay, now every problem solution has risks. Okay, don't think, well, that's the perfect solution. Well, a perfect solution is probably 99.9% risk-free. Okay, there's always a very, very, very small percentage of risk that's associated with any solution you create. Now, putting in a new battery fixes your car. Okay, that was 99.9. It could have been point something that might have been the real issue, but okay, it worked. So again, we got to talk about risk and how to identify it and how to manage it. Next are avoiding problem-solving traps. Okay, and one of them is chasing after symptoms instead of the problem. But again, this objective 8 will help you identify those in greater detail. You can see again, objective 4, objective 6, objective 7, objective 8 have videos. The others don't, but they all have sections in the book you need to read. So again, you'll need the book. So hopefully you can get it. You can get electronically, hard copy, whatever, but you will need the book to satisfactorily complete this. Okay. All right. Let me take you now to one of the fact sheets. I'm going to go ahead and stop the share. Now, this is one of the worksheets, if you wish, fact sheets, whatever you want to call it. This is the first worksheet. Well, I want to make sure we're actually sharing it here. I don't think I am. Hang on. All right, go back to share. Ooh, where did it go? Oh, it just had it. Now I lost it. Well, that's a bummer. Now it's still showing here on the computer. So let me see if I can figure out what happened to it. Hold on one second, folks. My apologies. I'd like to stop the video, but I'm afraid if I do that, I won't be able to get back in at the exact spot. Well, I'll tell you what, let me go into Blackboard here, and we will see, maybe I can open it up there. All right, what the heck, we can give that a try, right? Um, okay, here we go. Here, these are the fact sheets. Okay, these are the worksheets that you have to create. Okay, that's under where the fact sheet is. Okay, then we have part one, identifying, define the problems, and as you can see, there are 7 of them, and they are numbered Y2 to Y8. All you need to do is just double click it or single click it, and it'll say open with Word. And I do hope it opens up nicely for you. And let's go to enable. And here you go. It's going to give you share some more information. Okay, and then it's going to actually have you do something. So, here's get ready. It's telling you about a problem down here. All you got is click and you can type in information. Now, what I want you to do, also, please put your name up here too, okay, on every sheet. When you're done, just file, save it to your computer, and you can call it whatever you want to call it. Just, you may want to just keep it the same name. In this case, PS1-Y2-1 or whatever. When you're done, you'll upload this or save it and upload all of the others that relate to it. Now, how do you upload? Well, let me just show you that just in case you are not sure. I'm going to try, hopefully get back without taking everything apart here. Let's just take a look. Let me just do the stop share and we'll come on back. Now, how do you upload? Just click right here. Part one, identifying, define the problem. It kind of gives you the same instructions, tells you the value. Again, these are the files if you need them. And all you need to do is click browse the local files where your computer is. Find it, double click it, hit submit, bingo. It goes into your gradebook for my review. Okay, all right. What else should I share with you? Let me just see if there's anything else in my share file. I think I've got everything covered. I do. Okay. So again, that's pretty much how every week will go. Well, obviously, the topics will change, but for now, our purposes is this is the way it's going to go. Now, if you run into a snag, send me an email. I'll be glad to help you work it through it. It might take a week, maybe 2, before you kind of become an old hand at this and just be able to load it up. So, another thing, don't wait till the last minute. Okay. While these are not terribly difficult, some are not difficult at all. They do take some time. So if you kind of wait until Monday, you could run into a problem of getting them all done. So, since we got 7 of them, do one a day. Get them done, pop them up, and you'll be all set, ready to go. Okay. I think that's it, folks. I can't think of anything else at the moment. If I do, I will put in a supplementary video or post it to the announcements in Blackboard. But in the meantime, I think that's it. Have a good week. If I don't hear from you, enjoy it. And don't forget, wash your hands, all that good stuff we're supposed to be doing. And I will talk to you soon. Okay. Take care.